Okay, let's start out standing today. Hi. And I just want to loosen up, warm up your upper body a little. So you're going to start out doing some wrist rolls. Switch directions every once in a while. As you're doing them, watch how my elbows and my shoulders stay soft so the impulse is directed from the wrists but does affect the whole chain of the arm. The swaying side to side is totally optional. I can't seem to avoid doing it. All right, bring your hands onto your shoulders. And now I want you to circle your elbows and allow that motion to let your shoulder blades shrug up and down and roll back. Reverse that. Okay, instead of doing both of them together, try to take one back at a time so your upper body rotates, and let your neck and your head follow the twist so you're looking towards that back elbow. If you feel real rigid in your knees like you're locked, put a little bend in them. And now let's reverse that, going up and over to come forward. All right. And now just the arms hanging by your sides, just the shoulders rolling a few times. And then add to that a little lift and sag so that your body kind of collapses and rises with your shoulder blades. Go the other way and just fall into it. Try to keep your arms loose. Just work on feeling what a give in your legs is like, just a release. One more time. All right. We're going to go down onto the mat, kneeling on your hands and knees next. Spread your fingertips apart wide and give a little pressure into your fingertips to take it out of your wrists. You're going to set your knees right under your hips with a little space between your legs. And we are going to actually warm up your wrists a little bit more with some weight shifting. Set your back so it's neutral. And feel what that means, that you've got an energy reaching the top of your head away from your sit bones. And that relationship keeps your head, ribs, and hips in line with each other. You're going to shift that back and forward. I could have said all that while you were moving. When you lean your weight forward, try to go a little farther than where you started so that you're creating a stretch for your wrists and up into your forearm. Arms are active like you're pushing yourself away from the floor. Resist the feeling to let your body sink over your arms. Instead, actively drag yourself back and forth. All right, now turn your hands around. Now the stretch is created when we lean back this time. So for the relief, you go forward. And then to come into the stretch, you shift back. Obviously a lot less. And as you can tell, I'm kind of lingering. I'm not like really stopping. I'm just really decelerating into the end range so I can feel out where it is without losing a sense of kind of bouncing back and that keeping that springy quality through my tissues. 2 more times. Okay. Now, when we stretch the other way, you're going to put the back of the palm down and just a little lean forward. I don't want this to go into a big pain range, and it will get there if we go too far or we go too fast. And it's as I'm bringing the weight forward. And notice I don't even get to shoulders above wrists. This side of your hand was not designed to hold as much weight as the other alignments. Okay, I think that's enough of those. We are going to do more, but let's just do that a little bit. Okay. Back to your first pose. Spread those fingertips apart. Back flat like a table. Let's go back to feeling your shoulder blades now instead of just what's going on at the wrists. When you breathe in, draw your shoulder blades together and allow your chest to sink slightly as they come closer. Then you're going to spread your shoulder blades apart by pushing your body away from the floor. As you glide the shoulder blades in and then back out, your focus is on smooth speed, right? So you really never feel like you stop moving, but also a small range of motion. You need to put a limit on the size of the glide because if it gets too big, you'll start to change the shape of your spine, like into a cat stretch or into like a saggy chest. One more time. Okay, Now I bring that up because, of course, that's what we add next. So when you spread your shoulder blades apart again, push away with your hands, and I want you to round your spine into a C shape. So you can feel that flexion and the spread go together. Now you're going to extend your spine, stick out your tailbone, elongate, and go past neutral, but still lifting up away from the floor. So as you flex the spine, the shoulder blades spread apart, and then as you extend the spine, the shoulder blades come together and down. Exhale, flex the spine, looking down towards your knees. Inhale, stick out the tailbone, reach the head away, lift your chest and chin, push up with your arms. One more time, exhale, round your spine. Inhale, stick out your tail, flatten your back, lift your chest and your chin. Okay, now I'm going to have you take one leg, fold it behind the other leg, and you're going to push your body weight back like we did in the hinge. You're going to come forward, bend your elbows about halfway or 3/4 of the way to the floor, and lift that leg up. And let's keep alternating. So I'm going to tuck, shift my weight back off the wrists, load the shoulders, bend the elbows, lift the leg. Fold, shift back, visit a plank, bend the elbows, and fold and shift back. And now I want you to come into your pose and stay down here. Holding the height of the thigh up high, now you're going to bend your knee and extend it for a hamstring curl. As I'm bending the knee, I'm flexing the foot, then pointing the toes as I straighten the leg. Let's do this for 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Leave your leg straight. Now extend the elbows, and we'll go long line from your head to your foot, and bend the elbow again like a modified push-up. Up and down. Lift and drop. One more time. Stay down. Now with the straight leg, drop it slightly, lift it slightly, just like a pulse we would do in bar. Try to focus on that knee staying straight, using your glute to lift the leg. 2 more. And 1. All right. Come back into just your regular quadruped. Sit back towards your heels. Let's repeat that series on the other side. Just fix my head. All right. So you're going to start getting the one leg folded behind the other. Do your weight shift back. Bring the load into your arms and extend the leg. Now we're going to go down and up. So I'm going to fold, sit back towards the heels. Shift into plank, bend, straighten, fold it back down. And then up, bend, straighten. One more time. Get down in that 1/2 or 3/4 push-up. Stay there. Hold that leg up high. Bend the knee and extend it. So you'll flex foot, point toe, pull, and push. Draw your shoulder blades back a little. You've got 3. Lift and reach. 2. 1. Leg straight. Now extend your elbows. Get that long line like a push-up. Bend the elbows. Lift up. Drop and lift. 2 more and stay down again. All right, leg in the air, drops and lifts. Try to keep your upper body stable, head in line with your shoulders. Let's do 3 and 2 and 1. Come on, back up. Back to quadruped. Sit it back. Take a breath in and out. I'm going to make you into that quadruped just one more time. Go back to say what would have been the first folded leg, but instead extend it, cross it over, turn to your side, and just go into a little side bend stretch. Take a breath in and out while you hold it. And then let's rotate back. Okay, you're going to switch legs. So we're going to extend the leg, cross it over, rotate to your side, and then add a side bend. Push up your ribs, let your head fall. Take your inhale and exhale. Hi, and then back down. All right, we'll see if we get off your wrists. Let's go onto your back. All right, into a set of toe taps next. Arms resting by your side. Rock into an imprinted position when you exhale. Hold on to your imprint and lift up one leg at a time. Let's start with just your legs. As you exhale, you're going to drop one foot towards the mat using your breath to stay in an imprint. As you inhale, lift your leg back up. Switch to your other leg and inhale, lift. Keep alternating in rhythm with your breath. I gotta fix my headphones again. I'm sorry. My hair is like all in my eyeballs. Okay, when you're done with that one, pause for just a sec. We're going to do some more reps of that. Let's make it a little more challenging by bringing your arms up to the ceiling. When you tap your foot, let's do an arm scissor at the same time. Reach the same side arm away from the dropping leg, then come up through the middle. Switch the scissor and drop the other leg, and inhale up. So now there's more load dropping away from your abs on whichever side's working. And just try to sense that. Commit to the breath, pulling the hip to the rib, and inhale up. Exhale apart. Inhale, lift, one more on each side, and inhale up, and exhale, reach, and inhale, lift. Let's let one leg down and then the other. All right, arms back down by your sides. Now an undulating hip roll. So you get a little articulation and hopefully a stretch in your back. With your legs, you want a little space between them and your feet close to you, just 6 to 8 inches. Let's start out with a roll on the way up. I'm going to move one arm out of the way. You could leave yours at rest. You're going to exhale as you curl the pelvis to start peeling your spine away from the mat, a bone at a time. Get to neutral or slightly arched, and then come straight down. Rhythm your breath. Exhale up. Rhythm your breath. Is that a thing? Inhale to come back down. As you exhale, you'll feel your abs, your glutes, your hamstrings lifting you up. Allow the arch into your back and drop. One more time like that. Roll yourself up. And then hinge at the hips to drop. Now we'll go the other way, extending the hip joints to push you up, and then rolling down through your spine. And again, send the weight into your big toes as you lift your hips. When you roll down, let your breastbone sink, then the abdomen, then the pelvis. And again, pressing straight up, and roll down, pulling your hips to your heels. One more time, lifting, and roll back down to the mat again. Turn onto your side. Legs in tabletop position with one arm under your head. Top arm reaching forward at chest height. I'm going to have you draw a half circle to come into the chest stretch today. Keep your legs stacked. As you inhale, bring your arm up around by your ear and rotate back, reaching your arm towards the opposite wall. Then come back around by the ear to close it down. And again, inhale, lift up and reach back. And exhale as you close. So with your eyeballs more than your whole head, try to watch the hands so you get a nice range of motion. Literally like we're rolling your eyeballs around the sockets 2 more times. The very thing we do not want our children to do to us. And close back down. One more time. Up and over. And then back down again. All right, let's switch it to the other side. Okay, back straight, legs in tabletop. Reach that top arm forward at chest height. Here we go again. Inhale, arm goes around by the ear. Rotate your upper body into the stretch. And then exhale, back up and over to close. Watch your legs. Try to keep pressure at the inner thighs to hold that top leg down. And then close it back over. Another thing that might help as you're twisting back, roll your top hip forward. Just enough to stop it from rolling back. Close back down. 2 more times. Lift and open. And exhale to close. One more time. All the way up around by your ear and back. And exhale to close back down. All right, let's go onto your back. We're going to do a little more ab work with your upper body in flexion. So we're going to grab a couple exercises from the ab series. These are going to be done with your legs in the air. So just like when we did toe taps, let's work in an imprint. As you exhale, create that small pelvic tilt to flatten your lower back, and then lift your legs up one at a time into tabletop position. We're going to go into single leg stretch. On your next exhale, nod your chin, curl up your head and shoulders so you're looking at your legs. Now let's alternate reaching out one leg at a time. Exhale as you extend it. Inhale when you start switching. Exhale to finish it off. So as we're passing the legs back and forth, your breath will be a little uneven in the rhythm. So it's a I want you to take your time with the exhale so you can really linger in the moment of the leg being straight, feeling the quads, and creating some lengthening work through your hip flexors. Let's do 3, and 2, and 1. All right, I want you to leave your legs in the air, bring your head back down, and place your hands behind your head. We're going to use the same leg pattern and add a rotation of the upper body to work your obliques a little more. Nod your chin, curl up your head and shoulders to look at your legs. Now as you extend one leg out, rotate towards your bent knee. Switch as you come through middle, exhale to twist. And rotate, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When you're twisting, rotate and lift up higher. You want to pretend you're pivoting, or not pretend, do pivot, on one shoulder blade and try to lift the other one across. Let's do 6, 5, 4. Make sure you're fully extending that leg out. 2, and 1. Let's come back to center. Drop your head. All right, last one we're going to do today is double leg stretch. Little more load for your lower abs because we're going to extend and bend both legs at the same time. Nod your chin, curl up your head and shoulders again, place your hands beside your knees. Take one more breath in. When you exhale, reach your legs out straight while you take your arms back by your ears, then circle your arms and tuck in your knees. Exhale, reach away, and inhale, circle, catch. Exhale as you reach out, circle and tuck. Make sure you're using your breath to keep the sense of imprint, but also to help hold you up from your upper body. Slide your ribs down to your hips. 3 more times. Exhale, inhale, circle, 2, and 1 more time. And around. Drop your head, squeeze your knees into your chest. And then you can release your legs down one at a time. Flip over onto your stomach. Let's lay with your legs out straight, and they're going to be parallel, so you can put them together or leave them slightly separated. And I'm going to have you start out just coming up and down through extension a couple times, just upper back extension. So when you push up, you'll take an inhale, and I want you to keep your forearms on the mat. Lift until there's just 1 or 2 ribs on the mat. So you can see I get most of this movement, picking my chest up and pulling the shoulder blades back. Then when you exhale, lower back down, but try to sequence through each rib, then your collarbones, neck, and head. As you breathe in, visualize you are getting longer as you lifted yourself up, like you're a turtle popping out of the shell. And then when you exhale, you're going to compress the abs, soften the ribs as they deflate to come back down. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale as you lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, back down. Now we're going to go into the full breaststroke. I wanted to give you a sense of how high you're going to lift. We're going to add more load for your upper back by adding arm movement. So hover your upper body just off the mat. When you exhale, stay low and reach your arms overhead like you're a superhero flying. Then circle the arms to the hips while you lift your head and chest. Exhale, pull your abs in, dive down and reach your arms through. Inhale, circle and lift back up. Exhale, dive it down low. And inhale, circle, float up. 3 more times like this. Exhale. And inhale, lift. 2 to dive down. Inhale, up. 1 more time. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Let's go back to the W arms. Push yourself up about half as high as the higher lift we did. And now let's alternate a little side bend. Take one arm, reach it across to the opposite side of the mat, and then come back to the center. And we're going to switch arms side to side. I'm also moving my legs, which will be optional. I'm stepping my foot across to the opposite side, which is another way to intensify the amount of side bend I'm creating. So if that feels good, do that. If it does not feel good, we're missing the point. I want you to feel good. Let's do 3 more. Over and middle and 2 and center. Last one and middle and sit back towards your heels. And breathe. All right, 1 more big breath in. When you exhale, you're going to roll up into a sitting position. All right, let's sit. And we're going to do a little rolling back. First, with your feet down, let's explore the half roll back a little bit. And then we'll get your legs up and really get rocking. All right, for the half roll back, get up onto your sit bones. You can work with your knees bent and feet flat or toes up if you want to go out more shallow. Let's take your arms forward at chest height. And I want you to begin curling forward. Stay on your sit bones and round your upper body over your legs. Let's roll back on your exhale, moving your pelvis and just letting the rest of the body come back because you're staying in the same shape. Inhale, curl forward over your knees. As you roll back, squeeze your glutes, keep tucking under the pelvis. Inhale, curl forward. While I'm asking for a contraction of your glutes, you may feel this exercise in a different place. It's okay if you feel it in your front of your thighs, but the feeling you're looking for is of a muscle that's working as it's getting longer. So you'll notice it, but it's not gripping. And forward, one more time, hopefully. Exhale, roll back. And inhale, forward. Now let's sit up nice and tall. I want you to go hands behind your head. Next, we're going to add a little extra load to the movement. I'm going to change the choreography, but when you're rolling back and your hands are here, they become part of the load you're holding. So as you exhale, roll back your pelvis, rounding your spine on the way down. This time you're going to stay for a breath in. When you exhale, curl forward over your knees. Now stay on your sit bones and stack yourself back up to straight. Exhale, roll back, tucking your pubic bone up. Stay to breathe in. Exhale, flex forward over your legs, and inhale up tall. Just 2 more times this way. Roll down on your exhale. If this loads a little much, bring your hands right in front of your head to change it slightly. Hold to breathe in. Now when you exhale, breathe your ribs toward your hips. Curl forward. Inhale up tall. Last time, roll back. Hold to breathe in. Then flex forward. And sit up nice and tall. All right. Now, keep your hands on your shins, and I want you to roll back again to create the flexion of your spine. You're going to pick up one leg at a time. I'll say in a tabletop, but just whatever angle lets you balance. Now, we're going to make the shape of a ball and rock forward and back. So I want you to begin angling your elbows out wide and stiffen up the relationship between your legs and your arms pushing into each other. Then drop your head a little bit more so your spine feels like it's in a deeper flexion. All right, you were a ball, but bam. When you breathe in, you're going to roll back your pelvis again. Let's take it down to the shoulder blades and then push your shins into your hands to give you momentum to come up. You're going to roll back and it's like the hands are pulling into the shins, then the shins into the hands. So that's how we get the power. That's how we recruit the part of our legs that create the motion. Then the breath work is about keeping the shape of the spine. As you inhale, breathe into the back of your body. Feel it in the mat. Exhale, pull your abs and roll back up. 3 more times like that. Roll back. And exhale, lift. 2 to roll back. And exhale, up. 1 more time. Roll back. And exhale, up. All right, from here, put a little space between your legs and shift your hands to the back of your thighs. I want you to elongate your upper back, so you're still curled back at your pelvis and lower spine, but you're lifting your chest. Keep supporting your thighs, and we're going to alternate extending one leg towards the ceiling and then bending the knee, and then reaching your other leg up and bending it. So if you're very tight, you will not get it fully extended. That's what's happening with me, by the way. But it's more important you lift your chest. Resist the urge to collapse, to pull it off. So chest towards the foot as it extends. Last one, reaching and bending. Let yourself back down onto your back. Squeeze your knees in your chest. All right, you're going to go down onto your side. I want you to line your body up so it's closer to the back edge of the mat. Take both of your legs straight and kick your feet forward to the front edge of the mat. Place your top hand on the mat in front of you and just shrug, drop the shoulder, just kind of sense where it is. You want to roll it back and down and stabilize it against the ribs. Now take your top leg up to hip height and make that leg just a little bit longer. With your foot flexed, swing it forward and do 2 pulses towards the front. Kick, kick. Point your toes, do 1 kick to the back as you exhale. So this is a side kick. Inhale, reach forward for 2, and then exhale, point and kick back. Focus on keeping your leg parallel as it swings and try to maintain the same height the whole time. Exhale, breath, stabilizes the torso. And exhale to reach. 3 more times. Pushing out through the heel and exhale it back. And 2 to reach. Reach. Exhale, sweep back the leg. 1 more time. Kick, kick, and exhale back again. Bring both of your legs back in line with your body. We're going to make small circles with your top leg. Pick it up to hip height. 10 tiny circles. You're going to go around 2, 3. I'm going to say words. They may not make sense. 7, 8, 9, 10. Check how tight your shoulder is right now. Pull it back and down. Do the other direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I want you to hold your top leg up at hip height. Bring your bottom one up. Glue your legs together. Drop them both down. Now keep them together. Lift them both and drop them down. And lift them both and drop them down. Exhale. Keep squeezing those inner thighs. And then use the outer hip to lift. One more time like that. And then let's add one more step. Top arm resting on your leg. Add a side bend to the leg lift. This palm is down. As you exhale, lift both legs and slide your arm down the leg. Inhale, control the return. Exhale as you lift a side bend. Inhale as you lower. 3 more like that. Focus on keeping the legs back in line with your body. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale, lower. If you try to feel it, you're going to fall over like I did. And then back down. That's the side. All right, let's do your other side. So remember the first one, we had the different leg positions. So get your body closer to the back of the mat so you can sense where straight is. And then kick your feet forward to the front. Rest your head on your arm and then plant that top hand. All right, let's get the top leg up to hip height. Before you start, make your leg feel longer. Push your foot away from your hip. Let's do 2 kicks forward. Inhale as you kick with a flexed foot for 2. Exhale, point your toes, sweep it back. Inhale, reaching out through your heel. And exhale, sweep back the leg. Inhale, 1, 2. If you can tell where your sit bone is right now, pull it away from your head when you're doing that front kick. That will get you less range of motion, I will warn you, but it'll get you a better quality hamstring stretch faster in the movement. 3 more times. Reach, reach. Exhale to sweep, and 2. Make sure the breath is creating support. 1 more time. And exhale it back. All right, pull both of those legs back in line with you. Top leg to hip height. Make it feel long again. And 10 small circles. And let's go around. 2. Remember, your shoulders going to tend to overwork on this. Pull it back and down. Work is okay, but not tension. Hold it up. Reassess. Push away from the floor. Drop it out of the ear. Now around again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Now let's get that inner thigh connection. Bring your bottom leg up to your top leg and bring them both down. All right, now they're a team. Exhale, lift both legs. Inhale, drop them. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. 3 more times. And 2, and 1 more time. All right, bye-bye arm. Arm rests on your leg, other palms down. 5 more with the side bend. Exhale, start to lift both legs. Glide your arm down your side and follow it up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift. Fun fact about me, every time I do this exercise, my eyes get really dry. Like I must not blink enough in the exercises before it. I don't know. But all I could think of doing right now is blinking like a mile a minute. And putting a big smile on my face to just suck it up and get through it. 1 more time, exhaling. And lower back down. What else can I do to you? Oh, not too much. Get on your belly 1 more time. All right, this time I want you to open your legs so they're about as wide as the mat or maybe a little wider. Turn your toes out so the legs are laterally rotated. We need a swan dive. Yes, I'm fixing my clothes. That probably means we're rocking. Okay. W shape with your arms. 2 times. Let's just come up into extension to make sure your back's up for this today. When you breathe in, lift your head and chest and pull your shoulder blades back so you're going through your breaststroke prep position. And then you're going to keep rising up till you're in full extension with just your pubic bone on the mat. When you exhale, go ahead and lower back down again, sequencing through your spine. So we got abs, ribs, neck, head. And again, breathe into your chest as you start to lift up. Pull your shoulder blades back, squeeze your glutes, push that pubic bone down. And then exhale, compress your abs, hug your ribs together, and lower. Now we're going to go up to start, go ahead on an inhale again, to start an alternating rock. When you exhale, lift one of your legs and come down till your chest hits the mat, and then push yourself back up as you inhale and drop that leg. Now alternate, picking your leg up as you rock forward and then lifting back to the top. Exhale, rock forward, inhale, lift, and rock forward and up. One more in each leg. And lift, and last time. Okay, if you do not come all the way down, if you do not want to go to the double leg rocking, go ahead back to a shell stretch and just be done. That was plenty. If you want one more step, push yourself back up. All right, slow rock, both legs lift. As you exhale, pick up your legs to rock forward. Inhale, push yourself back up. Exhale, rock, and inhale, lift. Try to keep your knees straight, reach your toes away and up, and exhale, rock forward. Inhale, lift. One more time to rock. Pick yourself up, bring yourself all the way back down. All right, push yourself back into shell stretch. Hips onto your heels and round your spine. All right, stay there. Take a nice big breath into your back. Hold here for an exhale, pulling your abs in a little bit deeper. Let's take one more breath in here and then roll back up to sitting. All right, let's finish up standing. Just a couple more mobilization moves, just so your back feels okay when you leave. Just giving you the sideways view for a little forward flexion. Palms facing in, arms by your sides. I want you to drop your chin, start to roll forward and bend your knees. And let your arms just kind of be loose hanging there. Now here at the bottom, I want you to flatten your back and open your arms out to the side. So sit bones sticking out towards the wall behind you. Exhale, tuck your tail under, roll yourself back up. Now as you inhale, turn your palms out, lift your chest and chin and look up at the ceiling. Roll back down as you turn your palms in. Let's get into that soft flex squat. Inhale, flat back, parallel to the floor, arms wide. Exhale, tuck your tail, roll back up. Keep your weight in your heels, turn your palms out, lift your chest and chin. Exhale, palms in, curl forward, soften the upper body. Inhale to a flat back with wide arms. Exhale, tuck your tail, roll yourself up. Inhale, lift your chest and chin, turn those palms out. One more time. Palms in, curl forward, keep your weight in your heels. Inhale, stick out your sit bones, elongate to that neutral T position. Exhale, tuck, roll back up. Lift your chest and chin, turn your palms out. Okay, then a little side bend curtsy, arms out wide. You're going to reach one arm overhead, one down towards your belly, and step one arm behind the other. And then come back to submerge. So we're getting same side going overhead as the stepping behind leg. And then over and middle and reach. Let's say 4 more. Make sure your head's falling. Try to express that side bend through the whole spine. Last 2. And one more time. Ta-da. All right, done for today. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.